What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby.
Hello, everybody. This is Little Bell and my daddy.
Yes. Just thought I'd make a quick video, you guys, talking about my Zolpidem / Ambien taper. If you guys don't know what Zolpidem is, it's basically just the generic of Ambien. So I have been on that medication every night, guys, for the last 13 years. My apologies. I made an Ambien Zolpidem video like 2 years ago, and I've never even talked about it since. So basically at that time I started tapering and I didn't get too far. So I've been working on it again recently. So I thought I'd talk about it a little bit. So I know that there's some people that think bad about Ambien. And I can see why they would feel or think bad about it. When I was kind of newer to the medication, I almost burnt my house down one night. Honestly, I put some cookies in the oven and fell asleep because when it kicks in, especially when you're newer to it, it just knocks you right out. There's often times when I would wake up and there would be peanut butter trailed all through my kitchen, and I'm like, what in the heck happened in here last night? Thinking that like my girlfriend was down here like spilling stuff all over, and I was like, oh, that was me, dude. Like, what? And I had no clue that I was even down here making food. Like, there are so many times that I would have serious conversations at night with somebody, and then the next morning they'd like talk about it, and I'd have no clue what they were talking about, and I'd always feel so bad about that. And like, sorry, my Ambien just kind of blocked that whole conversation out, and I had no clue what I even talked about. So just making a fool out of myself sometimes with stuff like that. Another issue with Ambien is it often makes me have like a sweet tooth. So at night it's an issue. Like, I'll take it and then I've driven to the gas station. Luckily I know like how long I have until it kicks in, and my gas station is like right across the street. But there are plenty of times like that if I would have waited until I knew my medication was going to kick in and then drove, like, that is no go, guys. Do not, until you know exactly how and when your body reacts to the Ambien, do not drive a vehicle. For me, it's basically I take it, and then now, since I've been on it so long, it takes about 30 minutes before I even feel it kick in, and that's if I'm on an empty stomach. If I've eaten anything before I've taken it, then I might as well not even take it. It doesn't even do anything. So at first, man, it was like 15 minutes and I'd be like, whoa, on 10 milligrams. So just over the years, guys, I noticed that it just stopped working as good. And obviously because I'm taking the same dose every single night for years on end. So of course, naturally, I'm going to start building a tolerance to it, right? So what would happen is I would start to run out of my medication early, and that was an issue, right? Because I couldn't sleep without it. So there would be plenty of nights. So I was prescribed 10 milligrams. Real quick, guys, nothing on my channel is medical advice. I am not a doctor, and please talk to your doctor about your addiction issues, okay, guys? So this is just me sharing my experience with you guys. So I've been prescribed 10 milligrams, which is supposedly the highest dose they can prescribe for a male. One per night, right? And that worked for many years, but then I started needing 15 milligrams. So I would take 1.5. And then my medication was running out early, and I would have so much anxiety over running out early because I know I can't sleep without it. So since I've gotten on the Sublocade shot, my sleep has been better. I think just because I feel so steady all day and all night. I'm not running out of my Suboxone in my sleep and then waking up kind of in withdrawal every day. So my sleep has been better. So that has made me want to kind of push myself as far as trying to get off of Ambien. So for the last couple weeks since I've been on the Sublocade shot, I've been pretty successful at tapering. So where I'm at right now is I'll skip 2 nights of Ambien altogether. I won't even take half the dose or nothing. Sometimes I can get to sleep with nothing, and then sometimes I need half of a Seroquel, which is a much lesser evil type of thing, right? My doctor told me, I was like, I've tried trazodone, it doesn't work for me. I've tried a couple other things, nothing really is working. So he's like, try a little bit of Seroquel, and it's just a small little half a dose of Seroquel. It's very small. And so that's been, at first I would take half of my Ambien and half of Seroquel, right? And then shortly after, sometimes I could skip altogether. Sometimes I would take half of a Seroquel, and that will work for me to just get some sleep. And then just for me, since I've been on it so long, on the third night, I'll take half of my dose of Ambien. So basically, over a full week's time, I'm only taking one total Ambien as of right now, right? Because I'm taking half of Ambien every 3 days, just to make sure I don't like have any seizures or anything like that. Because I've read that you're not supposed to cold turkey Ambien. My doctor said I would be okay, but still, I've been on it for so long, I just don't want to have any like seizure-y type of issues. So I'll probably, maybe next week, I'll try to space it out to skip 3 full nights and then take 1/2, and then maybe every 4 nights and then 1/2, and then I could probably stop taking it. So I just don't want to like start getting a tolerance to Seroquel and then have to start upping the dose high on that. So my intention is not to replace Ambien with Seroquel, even though that would be an upgrade for me as far as like not taking such a strong medication. Everybody knows Ambien is the strongest sleep medication you can get. I think it's like a controlled substance 2 or whatever, however they rate those. Like it's pretty high up there on the controlled substance list. It's not as strong, obviously, as like a Xanax and benzos and stuff like that, but it's close. It's getting up there from everything that I know anyway. So, yeah, guys. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm averaging like one full Ambien a week, whereas just 2 weeks ago I was taking at bare minimum 1 full Ambien a night, which was 10 milligrams. And then on bad nights, I would need 15 milligrams, right? So I've already cut my dose way less than half already in just 2 weeks. So I'm making really good progress, really patting myself on the back here for this one. If you guys have any other options of other things I might try to kind of like, just so I don't get a tolerance to Seroquel, I can maybe, throw something else in there 1 or 2 nights a week. I just don't want to be taking the same thing every night. Because then I know I'll probably start becoming reliant on that one thing. So if you guys have any ideas of some other things I could try, I've tried CBD, that does nothing for me. I've tried melatonin, that does nothing for me. The ZQuil stuff over the counter, that does nothing for me. I've tried trazodone, but I've only gone up to like 50 milligrams. Somebody was recently saying that I need to do like 200 milligrams. That's like 4 big tablets. So that kind of sounds like a lot to me, but I don't know. So THC, that's out of the question. I don't have access to that. I don't want to do that. I get really paranoid on THC stuff. Just tell me what else you guys can think of. I'm finding that if I really calm myself down, like try to do meditation before bed, oftentimes I can get to sleep without anything. And then I wake up feeling super happy that I took nothing at all. So I've had a few nights where I've taken nothing at all, and that's a huge improvement, because for the last 12 years, that has been absolutely impossible for me to sleep without anything. So I am making progress, guys. I would like to get off of this sooner than later. Any of you guys that are watching the channel, or are you on Zolpidem or Ambien? Are you trying to get off? Or how are you feeling about it? How long have you been on it? Please leave me some comments for anybody on this substance, and I'd like to hear from you guys and how it's going for you. Is it still working out for you guys? I think women can only get 5 milligrams, right? Is that what I understand? That's kind of messed up. It makes sense because mostly women are lighter. Maybe it hits them stronger than it does men. I'm not sure why they do that. If you know why women only get 5 milligrams, let us know in the comments below. So if you want to find out more about this, I will update you guys. So just leave me any comments, and we'll go from there, guys. So have a great night, and we'll talk to you on the next one. See you guys.